invited to have lunch with all of the upper scale women of Springfield. But Vanessa was there, and Alexandra was there, and Mary Kay Adams, who played India on Hawkeye, was there, and I come blowing in, and the scenes were Reva making an ass out of herself as usual in front of all of these women of style and class, and I get, and they made the announcement in the middle of taping those shows that Larry Gates and myself had been nominated for Emmy Awards. So there was all of this excitement and everything, and so we go to continue the scene after the announcement's been made, and I can't get a line out, one way or I just cannot speak. And Beverly stops the scene and goes, "For God's sake, don't give this girl an Emmy," or I can't remember exactly. If this is what it's going to be from now on, I hope to God you don't win it. Beverly was just a dame. She was everything. she was a woman of class as well, but she knew how to get down. She was, Grant, you have to, because we have lots of Beverly McKinsey stories.
Yeah, I'll add to that. Bev was probably as much as anybody that I certainly ever got a chance to work with. She was as complete a package of a person and performer as you could ever get. She was incredibly bright, she was incredibly tough, she was very competitive, but the thing that I think I learned working and watching Beverly more than anything else is that Beverly always put the story first. Two quick things about her. She was working on Another World, and she was a very big character over there, and very often when you'll be doing a story, there's a part of you as an actor that gets involved, and you sort of become competitive, and you internalize a lot of your character, and sometimes you don't see the complete picture. You don't see what a story is necessarily about. You just see your intent as a character in a given situation. Well, she was involved with a story with an actress over there, and the actress, very often there are ways that actors can win scenes and get the last word or the last look, and it's very counterproductive. Everybody's probably done it one time or another without knowing it, without even intending to, but some people just always have to try to one-up somebody else. And Beverly was written into a story with this woman ongoing, and the woman kept smirking at the end of the scene, or she kept trying to get the last word or throwing something else in, and the story was written that this other woman was actually going to be victorious at the end of this story, and Bev was just trying to play the story. And so she went to her in her dressing room one day, and she was the big star of the show at that point. She said, "Listen, dear, this is a war you're going to win. But if I don't win a few of the battles, we don't have a story." And I remember when she told me that, it really made an impression on me, because that was, let me tell you something, and I think anybody here will agree, nobody I've ever worked with could ever take a scene from Beverly if she didn't want to let you. Nobody had any more chops than Beverly that I've ever worked with. She could bury you if she wanted to. But Bev would always, if she was supposed to lose something, she'd get as high up on the ladder as she could so that you could really knock her down. And if it was her place to win, she would win. But one of my favorite Beverly stories, in going with what Kim was talking about, her being a dame, Bev was in some ways a little bit the antithesis to, it's like, and Justin doesn't just, Justin's got so much going on in his mind, and Jordan too. It's not that he doesn't care, and it's not that he's capricious about it. His mind just works a certain way. There's a lot of preparation going on in the way that he does it. But Bev works in a different way. She learned the entire week in advance. She would start with Friday's script, and she would finish on Sunday learning Monday's script. So she would come in and she would know all the words before she would ever get into rehearsal. So she was really a consummate professional. But when she was displeased about something, the entire building would know. My favorite Beverly story was, we worked together a lot, and I adored every minute of it. We were up doing something, and it was late at night. It was like 10 o'clock at night, and she had been trying. She would try to say everything word perfect. A lot of actors, myself included, would, you try to find it in your own words and then set it. Bev would really try to get it as it was written on the script. And she was fighting this one script, fighting this one script, fighting this one script, and you know, she never went up and she never stopped. But at one point, she looked at it and she goes, "Ah, Jesus Christ! I can eat a breakdown and shit a better script than this."